Here are paradoxes everyone lives with but never notices. Number 5. The spotlight paradox. You walk into a room and instantly feel like every eye is on you, analyzing your outfit, your face, your posture. You fix your hair, check your phone, pretend to look busy. But here's the truth. Nobody's watching. Everyone else is too busy worrying about themselves. Psychologists call it the spotlight effect. We dramatically overestimate how much people notice or remember what we do. That awkward comment you replayed for 3 days, they forgot it 10 seconds after you said it. That embarrassing trip on the stairs, they were too busy wondering if they look weird walking. Your brain evolved to monitor how others perceive you. It was once a survival mechanism, but in modern life, it just fuels self-consciousness. The paradox is that everyone feels watched, yet no one is actually looking. We're all trapped in our own imaginary spotlight, performing for an audience that doesn't exist. The moment you realize this, life gets lighter. You stop rehearsing, stop apologizing, and start actually living. Because freedom doesn't come from hiding the flaws. It comes from realizing no one noticed them in the first place. Number 4. The paradox of choice. Modern life promises freedom, endless products, partners, careers, and possibilities. Swipe, scroll, choose anything. But the more doors we can open, the less satisfied we feel walking through any of them. Psychologists call it choice overload. When you only have a few options, your mind can commit. But when you have 50, every decision feels like a test, and every yes creates a dozen silent no's. You're not just choosing one thing, you're rejecting everything else. So instead of feeling liberated, we feel anxious. Regret seeps in even before the choice is made. You buy something and instantly think, what if the other one was better? You date someone and wonder about the matches you never met. Freedom becomes paralysis. We chase perfection instead of contentment. The irony, people with fewer choices, fewer tabs open, fewer voices in their head, often report being happier. We spend our lives fighting to have every option, only to discover peace hides in choosing one and letting the rest stay closed. Number 3. The hedonic treadmill. You get the raise, the house, the body, the dream vacation, and for a while, it feels like you've finally made it. But a few weeks later, that excitement fades. The new becomes normal. The happiness resets. So you start chasing the next upgrade, a faster car, a bigger win, another hit of finally. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill. No matter how high or low life takes you, your brain eventually drags you back to your emotional baseline. Win the lottery, lose your job, fall in love, get dumped, give it time, and your mood levels out. It's not failure, it's survival. Your brain evolved to adapt quickly because staying euphoric or devastated too long would have been dangerous. The cost? We mistake adaptation for emptiness. The paradox is brutal. The better life gets, the less special it feels. We sprint toward happiness, but the finish line keeps moving. True peace doesn't come from running faster. It comes from realizing the treadmill was never leading anywhere in the first place. Number 2. The authenticity paradox. You've heard it your whole life. Just be yourself. Sounds simple, right? But who exactly is that? The version that shows up at work, with family, with friends? The truth is, you change, not because you're fake, but because context rewires behavior. Psychologists call it self-monitoring. Your brain constantly adjusts tone, humor, even posture to fit the situation. It's not deception, it's survival. Humans evolved to mirror tribes, to blend in enough to belong. The paradox is that authenticity doesn't mean being the same person everywhere. It means knowing which parts of you are real in this moment. When you're angry but stay kind, that's real. When you adapt without betraying yourself, that's real. Being authentic isn't about broadcasting every thought, it's about aligning with your truth while respecting the room you're in. So when someone says, just be yourself, remember, you already are. You're just choosing which version of you fits the scene, and that choice is what makes it honest. Before we get to number 1, which of these paradoxes do you feel the most trapped in? Drop yours in the comments. I read through them all. And if this kind of quiet truth-telling about reality hits home, make sure to subscribe. We ask the questions most people avoid. Number 1, the knowledge paradox. At first, knowledge feels empowering. Every fact learned, every concept mastered makes the world seem clearer. But then, something strange happens. The more you learn, the more cracks appear. Every answer births 10 new questions. The map expands faster than you can fill it in. This is the knowledge paradox. The truly wise aren't confident, they're curious. Because the deeper you go, the more you realize how much you don't know. The universe stops being a puzzle to solve and becomes an ocean you'll never fully swim. Meanwhile, the least informed often sound the most certain. Ignorance feels like clarity because it never asks why. Certainty is comforting, but it's the comfort of a closed door. So when your beliefs start to wobble, when learning makes you feel lost instead of smart, that's not failure. That's growth. The smarter you become, the fewer answers you trust, and the more beautiful the questions start to look.